once we get out, we are going to appreciate what we almost lost. We are going to love more. We're going to be kinder. I can feel this. I have hope for this.
Can we get that light spread around the world? Can we do that now?
So where do we go from here, guys? Let's talk about it. So I first want to give a huge thank you to the truck drivers who are working, delivering food to the nation. I want to thank the healthcare workers who are putting their own lives on the line, some of them, to take care of patients who come in sick with this virus that we have going on. We have a situation going on here, guys, across the globe. It's not specific to one country, any type of person. It's not prejudice against anyone.
Does the world have to worry?
No matter your skin color, no matter where you live, no matter your religious beliefs, no matter your sexual preference, no matter if you're young or old, this virus is out here spreading quickly. Now, I know those of you who watch me here have seen videos this year, 2020, that have had some dire warnings from Spirit. Those were real Spirit messages, as is everything I do here, and I've said for years.
Can you tell me anything about 2020, Spirit? The world ends.
When I asked if the spirits had any messages about 2020, crystal clear through the Panabox, the world ends. Now, I didn't believe that at the time. Of course, you have that thought that goes in your mind when you get a message like that, and you're like, do we believe spirits? Is this a spirit messing around with people, with me? Is this true? And I kind of thought, well, that'll be a good test for Spirit to see if they tell the truth. And I told people then, if the world doesn't end, we know that we cannot trust Spirit messages such as that. But here we are, 3 months into 2020, and we have a global pandemic, and one that is very, very serious. Now, if you want to read my thoughts on what's going on with this pandemic and what I think's coming our way, and this is not a psychic prediction, this is just looking at facts and numbers. I wrote a full article on it called "This Is Not a Test," and I wrote it over at my photo website, but I'll put the link to that in the description below if you want to read it. I talk about where we're at today, where I think we're headed in the near future, and I mean the next 10 days, and I hope I'm wrong. But if you want to read that, you can go to the link. I'll put it in the description. You can check it out. This video is not going to be doom and gloom. Debbie and I have been doing our part here for the last 4 or 5 days. We've been housebound. Nobody comes in, nobody goes out. My son is here because he's been living with us for the last few months. But we're doing our part to contain this virus. And the reason we're containing ourselves is not because we have it. We don't know. We haven't been tested. There's really no tests in the USA if you want to be tested. You might hear that there are, but there are not. They are testing very, very sick people. So at least we have that. But the thing is, you can have this and not show any symptoms for 2 weeks. And during that time, you can be spreading it to others who may have very bad symptoms. You can get this from touch. So if you go on to, say, a subway, a bus, public transportation, you touch one of those metal poles that thousands of other people have touched, it's most likely going to be on that pole. It can live on that pole for, I think, 3 days, 2 or 3 days or something like that. So that's how it's spreading so quickly in places like New York. Now, I've said that we should have had a full nationwide lockdown in the US a while ago, weeks ago, and we could have contained this. It's starting to grow out of control. But don't worry. Stress, fear, anxiety will all cause you nothing but issues up here. And it's very important that we keep our mind clear so we can remain healthy and keep our immune systems up. Not many die from this virus. If you're elderly, you have a higher risk, a much higher risk. And no matter your age, from 20 to 90, if you have underlying conditions such as asthma, high blood pressure, heart disease, any kind of lung issues, if you've had chemo, cancer treatment in the past, you are at a much higher risk and people are dying. Let's look at Italy, right? 700 deaths in the last 24 hours. Yesterday it was 620 something. The day before that it was 5. They keep going up and they've been in lockdown for 2 weeks, yet their cases keep rising. I want to talk about what I feel are the positives that we can look at during this time, during this crisis in the world. This is a global crisis. And I strongly, firmly believe when the Spirit said the world ends in 2020, I believe they meant the world as we knew it will end. We haven't appreciated what we have. We take it for granted, this earth and what this earth gives to us. This could be Mother Nature's way of slowing us down, locking us all in. I don't know if you guys saw, but in certain places of the world, skies are turning blue, smog is vanishing, animals are returning to waters that were once polluted and they are now clear. That's because we are taken out of the element. We're not polluting right now. And the earth is healing. That shows us that the earth can heal quickly. So if anything, this should tell us, this should tell the world leaders, this earth is showing us it can heal in such a short amount of time. Now, if that is an inspiration to make some changes here, to treat this earth better, to live a better life, to appreciate the small things, and to understand what we have here is precious, I don't know what is. So this could be a correction of sorts by Mother Nature. We've seen the catastrophic effects of the way we're treating this planet. And I know there's a lot of you who don't believe in climate change. I do. I believe in science, I believe in facts, and I believe what I see with my own eyes. We're going to get through this because all of us, because we have a common enemy who's attacking us, no matter of what we look like, who we are, where we live. It's attacking all of us. It doesn't matter if you're political and you're a Republican or you're Democrat or you're independent. It doesn't matter. So we are coming together as a nation, and we will come together as a nation, and we will defeat this. And when it's all said and done and we're out of our lockdowns, if it comes to that, everywhere. I know New York, LA, some places are, Washington. If it comes to the whole nation being locked down, the whole world being locked down, once we get out, we are going to appreciate what we almost lost. We are going to love more. We're going to be kinder. I can feel this. I have hope for this. I think as we get into 2021 and we hopefully are putting this behind us, that we are a nation, a world that is more focused on helping each other, loving each other, being kinder, right? That's my hope. That's my wish. So I believe we're going to come out of this. Just be safe. Wash your hands with soap as much as you can. Remember, you can get this virus from touching something outside that somebody else who had it touched. Not everybody shows symptoms right away. Some don't show any symptoms at all, but they carry it. But anyway, I love you guys. I will have some videos coming because the more we're locked down in here, this is only day 5, I think. If we're in here for 60 days, I might become a video machine and I might be doing sessions. Now, I recorded some stuff yesterday. I didn't go through it all yet, but I'm going to. If you're locked down somewhere in the world and you get bored, I hope to bring you some interesting content. I love you all. Thank you all. Love is the key, especially now more than ever. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Thank you, and I will see you next time. I will see you really soon.